Haverty's Furniture is here to help you get set for the season with up to $1,000 off. So you can set the stage with style and set the bar more beautifully. So why not settle in together on a new sofa? Because being at home doesn't mean having to settle for less. Even though the holidays feel a little different this year, Haverty's Furniture can help you create the perfect holiday setting with up to $1,000 off plus 0% interest.
This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 1907. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome to Friday. I'm glad it is Friday, and I'm going to give you one of those tough interview questions for those of you who are in management or leadership roles in organizations, and it is not an easy answer. Hope you find it helpful and give it a great review wherever you listen to the show. Hope you enjoy the weekend. I'm going to be back all weekend with more for you, and let's get going. I haven't done one of the tough interview questions in a couple of weeks now, and this one is geared towards senior professionals. What would you do to boost staff morale? Fascinating question, because they're obviously signaling to you that they're having a problem with staff morale. So I think the honest answer, and this is the way you would start off by saying it, I don't know the team. So it's hard to know what's actually going to work for them. And as a result, I can give you some examples from the past, but you have to be flexible with these kind of things in order to know what's going to work and what isn't going to work with a particular organization and particular cultural issues. So that's the launch point to the question. And then from there, you start to throw out a couple of examples. So for example, one thing I've done in the past is I've rewarded people and acknowledged the heck out of people who've stepped up for things. Because you know how it is in many firms. People want to make sure that the artillery is going over their head, so they keep their head down when they have an opportunity to step up. And the issue for them is people who volunteered have also been killed off because they weren't always successful. So I want to praise the heck out of the people who volunteer. And if they're not successful, I don't want to punish them. I want to turn it into a learning moment for them so that they don't feel rebuked or punished. I want to make sure that they're supported. I also want to encourage change so that if there are things we're not doing well, I want to make sure that the team feels comfortable coming to me. I also want to make the place have a little bit more fun, because what starts to happen in many organizations is, there's a certain drudgery that starts to occur, and people start to feel as though it's humdrum. So where I can introduce some fun and some play into the work environment without getting away from the obvious goal toward accomplishing certain things, this is what I'd like to do. So, for example, in one organization, I created a degree of competition where, we divided teams up into teams, the group up into teams, and we kind of gamified things. So this team was competing against this team, and we wanted to see who the winner was. I also have been involved with training people. I've done spot bonuses for people. I've encouraged volunteering. But I also have to say, I've also been very direct with people. So when they screw up, other than in the volunteering situations, when they make mistakes that I know they could do better, I bring it to their attention, not publicly, but I sit down and talk with them about what their thought process was like and how they came to the miss, and treat it as a training moment. I also like to have more regular feedback with the team, and they for me, so that in this way, we're not waiting to the annual review for me to suddenly go, aha, let me tell you what you've been doing wrong for the last year. No, I want there to be a flow of information. So understand there's no one way to do this. And I don't know the organization well enough to know which of these approaches would work. I just know that they've worked in the past, and I might try some of these depending upon what I see and sense and the kind of feedback I get from the teams in order to move things forward. So again, the idea is don't blow smoke up people's butts. You don't really know. You don't know the people because you've been on good behavior during your interviews. And if you've met any of the people who'll be reporting to you, they've been on good behavior as well. So they're kind of giving you a nice sugar-coated picture. And number one is once you're on board, you're going to have to get acclimated to the new environment, the people you're supporting, the people who you report to, get a sense of the engagements as well as the team. You're going to have a lot on your plate. So you talk in terms of going slow so that in this way, everyone has a chance to adjust to one another, meet in the new environment, them to me, vice versa, and then you move forward. So, it's a textured answer. But when they think about the answer, they're going to see how right it is. So I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. Hope you found this helpful. If you're interested in my coaching you one-on-one, the best way to reach out to me is through LinkedIn. Connect with me at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Once we're connected, message me that you're interested in one-on-one coaching. I'd love to work with you. Also want to say, if you just have a couple of questions about your search, the easiest way to connect with me is in one of two ways. If you want to do it by phone, prestoexperts.com, where you can call me that way. Also, Magnify. That's an iOS app. We can have a video conversation. I want to say one thing. I do not respond to queries through LinkedIn. To me, asking me questions in that way, I have to get compensated for what I do and for all the experience I have. I'm happy to answer questions, but these two other ways, I get a fair return. So hope you found this helpful and hope you have a great day. Take care. That's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here are a few more ways to get information and advice from me. First of all, visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. Go to the blog. There's a lot there to help you with your job search, hiring more effectively, managing and leading, and workplace-related issues. In addition, if you're interested in my coaching you, there's a button there that says schedule. Schedule time for a free discovery call or schedule yourself in for coaching. Obviously, I'm going to charge for that, but I can help you with interview preparation, leadership coaching, salary negotiation advice, making a good decision between different offers, anything related to improving yourself in the workplace, I can coach you about. If you have questions for me, you can schedule 15 minutes with me at thebiggamehunter.us/live, or a less expensive way is at thebiggamehunter.us/video answers, where you leave a message for me and I'll respond with a 3 to 5 minute video. Connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. I can assure you your network will expand a lot by connecting with me. And finally, watch me on TV. Download the JobSearch TV app for Fire TV, Fire Stick, Apple TV, Roku, like 90 different manufacturers. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, I hope you have a terrific day. Be great!
This episode is sponsored by Schwans.com. What are you having for dinner tonight? Good question. Schwann's Home Delivery has a solution for you. Stock up your freezer with high-quality frozen foods like premium meats and sides, delicious ready-made meals, ice cream, and more. No subscriptions, no memberships, just a friendly yellow truck that's been delivering food for almost 70 years. Listeners of this show get a special deal. Get 20% off your first order with code YUM20. Check out schwans.com/YUM for details.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
This Thanksgiving, think outside the oven and get Thanks Grilling with Ace. Get a new grill and choose from top brands like Traeger, Weber, and Big Green Egg to add even more flavor to your Thanksgiving turkey, side dishes, and desserts. Plus, right now, get free assembly and delivery on all grills and accessories $3.99 and up. For the best help on the best grills, stop by your local Ace and get Thanks Grilling. Ace Rewards members only through December 24th. See participating stores for scheduling or exclusions.